'cause you're my funny Valentine. Sweet comic Valentine. You make me smile.
I never thought I'd ever go back to jazz, because when I listened to jazz music on the radio before rock and roll started, it didn't get to me at all. It seemed a bit complicated. And suddenly there was rock and roll and it wasn't complicated. But I was introduced by somebody saying, you must listen to this record. It's Dakota Staton. I thought, great name. And then I played it. And she's a jazz artist. And she sang brilliantly. And I went to see her at a jazz club in London. And she sang a song called My Funny Valentine. But she had this fantastic, My Funny Valentine. And it was, I couldn't believe it. And I used to use, not just her, but Peggy Lee as well, a bunch of artists like Morgana King, all female artists. And sometimes at night when I couldn't sleep, I used to have one of those little turntable things. You put your needle on the record. I'd fall asleep halfway through. And all because Dakota Staton was singing or Peggy Lee was singing to me. And it was good. And I still feel that the artists, even if I wasn't a great jazz fan, you can learn that in some cases you don't have to bellow your lyrics, that you can actually hold back and sing, I've had many times, I can tell you. I learned it all from some other people. And I'm sure they would say the same. They learned from other people. And it was great. Dakota Staton was a terrific artist. I'm not sure if she's still alive, but I hope she is. Although I haven't heard recordings of hers for ages. But the other, I don't think Morgana King is alive. She was the one that was singing at the front of that big Godfather film, when it starts, there's a big Italian party going on, and she's the singer. And that was Morgana King, and she had like a 4-octave range, really pre-Whitney and people like that. And it was fantastic to listen to these kind of artists that had nothing to do with rock and roll. And yet, they became a little bit part of me. Whether I liked it or not, or wanted it or not, I couldn't help it. Can you imagine going through life? How would you be if you had nothing to influence you? Hello? You'd be the one person on the planet, and you'd be boring.